too painful to stream on a Saturday, every week on a Saturday. Well, here we are in the same tractor with the same equipment and the same fields, and we're trying to get going, but we made 20,000 yesterday, and now we don't have any more income for the next 6 months. I mean, that said, Farm Sim 22, you can blow through the months. That I do give it credit for. There's options of doing chickens, but it's almost every YouTube video I'm watching. They've got either greenhouses or chickens or both, and major income source comes from those two things. And as I said, I don't know the income potential from other animals. I haven't really set up a farm to investigate it too deeply. But maybe I'll look at that in the coming weeks. My Saturday series goal is I do want precision farming before we move, and a mod map, whichever one it turns out to be. Oh, that's my turn. Woo. Excuse me while I crush the asphalt in your front yard with my super heavy tractor. Anyway, I think... Well, oh, it's starting to rain. I don't know if I can forage during the rain. This could be the end of the harvest for now. I guess we can give it a go, but the corn is wet. Does the forage harvester work? Oh, excuse me. Good grief. So I'll plug this here, jump in there, turn it on. Well, it started. Oh, it's working. Okay. Well, it seems you can forage in the rain. So, since we can, I'm going to fill this trailer up again. We'll make another run back to the yard. And then I think we'll call it for today. I need to get off. I need food. I need to rest my throat. All the fun things. And then probably find something constructive to do. Oh, don't overtake the harvester because it might get upset. But I think so far this has been a fairly successful harvest. We've got quite a load of chaff out of here, or fresh maize. 200 in the thereabouts in the silo, in the farm silo. And I think at the end of this run we'll probably have in the region of 200,000 in the silage bunker too. Then I've got to figure out how I'm going to get that compacted, because it's probably not very... And that's going to be a 6-hour job. Whee! Okay, there we go. Ooh. Try not to hit a tree. That would be a plan. Go forwards. Go, go, go. not going to like that, are you? Okay. Lay alongside, and there he goes. Awesome. So again, I expect us to make a full line here and part way back. That's pretty much been our forte for this. I may try and get this field completed off camera and possibly start the other field, see where we get up to. Obviously I can take, what would it be, approximately 16 more trailer loads into the main silo if I have to. Oh, we are not going to make it to the end of this row. Whoa. Okay then. And we are done. Worker off, engine off. Back in the tractor, let's get back to the yard. And let's run over that single stalk of corn. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to look up before we go too far. This field is being harvested. Where am we? We am in 31. It is growing, it is corn. Okay, next. Nope, next. It is harvested and driven all over. Yeah, that's all doing its thing. More importantly, foraging a cornfield does count as harvesting a cornfield, which does count as needs to be ploughed. So we will be coming back here with the plough. Probably I will come back with 2 tractors. We'll come back with either the Class or this Challenger with our big Titan 18. And then we've got a smaller plough which I tend to put on the case. And we use that to tidy up the edges of the field where the big plough just has problems. But good to know. I wasn't sure if foraging corn was counted as harvesting corn and thus needs to be ploughed afterwards, but I think we've settled that discussion point. Obviously going in with a standard harvester and a corn header, yes, you need to plough corn. And that does bring up, obviously for Farm Sim 22, are you going to deal with rocks or are you going to deal with weeds? Because the regular ploughs like the Titan 18 eliminates, or it sets a field to ignore all weed triggers, so you never get weeds if you plough. Subsoil and spader and cultivator, you may or may not end up with stones depending on which device you pick, but you are likely to end up with weeds with many of them. Not all of them, but many of them. So, yeah, pick your poison. As I've said, weeds are not a problem in Farm Sim 22. They're no longer random events that all of a sudden, oh my goodness, my field is covered in weeds, so what am I going to do? Because I need to, it's ready to harvest, so I've just lost half my yield. It is a triggered event. It happens the night of the event that triggers. So if you cultivate a field and that cultivator has a weed trigger, then you go to sleep, you wake up the next morning, you will have a load of weeds in the field. We have 181,000 in here. This is good, I think. It's safe to say. Control I, empty. Let's go. So yeah, the whole weed thing, it's a pain in the butt, but it's in Farm Sim 22 it's definitely far more manageable than it was in 19. Obviously playing with seasons, it's not so much of an issue because weeds aren't every square acre of field from the top of the map to the bottom. They are patches of weeds every so often. It's going to impact your yield, but it's not going to seriously impact your yield. Anyway, we will park this here. And we will wander over here. Hi, dog. Oh, are you happy to see me? Yay. Have you eaten all your food? Yay. Okay. So, here we are, in the rain, first day of early autumn. We are... Ooh, how are we doing? We are about halfway through foraging our first field of corn, maize. We have 200,000 in the silo ready to feed the sheep, and we have over 200,000 in the silage bunker that we can press and cover and sell down at the BGA. Now, I did say we already had some stuff down at the BGA. This was the big giant accident last week where I didn't head the clover enough, so we ended up with 27 clover and grass bales rather than hay bales. So I wrapped them, I brought them down here. These aren't going to be ready for another 48 hours. Let's wave a chainsaw at them. Yeah. 46 hours to go, so yeah. That's silage grass, so that did rot a bit. Why did that rot? That's weird. And that's silage clover, which is going to be 100%. But anyway, so that's that. And as I said, 2 more days, so late fall we can sell those. It's not going to be much. Sadly, I can't see what's in here. It would be nice to be able to. But yeah, it doesn't tell you how much digestate you have in the tank. We do have a fair amount. I'm probably going to have to bring a silage tanker down here just to run a check. Could buy a small one over here and haul it over there. But yeah, as far as the farm's concerned, I think it's going well. We do have a lot of crops in the bunker. We have 186,000 litres of barley. That's actually not that bad. 73,000 of canola, which we harvested this year. Barley we harvested this year. Then we have somewhere down here 305,000 litres of triticale, 359,000 litres of spelt. That was harvested this year. I forgot to sell that last year, so we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do with that. Barley we need to sell around the middle of winter. Canola we need to sell around the beginning of winter. That's good. Gives us something else to do. Triticale midwinter. Well, end of early winter, beginning of late winter, midwinter. and then the spelt is also early midwinter. So we're going to have a lot of haulage come winter. We're going to be producing sunflowers. I think sunflowers are a spring crop. Yeah, early spring we sell that. So that's where we sit waiting for income. We are going to get 2 complete cuts of clover, which we'll wrap and sell. So that's potentially another 180,000, I think. Is money. We have no loan. We spent a lot of money this month. Sold bales. I don't think there's anything on BGA income recently. No, so I can't really say one way or the other how much we're going to make from silage. Yeah, that's as it may be, but we'll find out. Our silage, won lots of 2s and 0s. Welcome to the stream. And sadly, we are closing up for the morning. We now have 239 since we rebooted this series following my hard drive crash. We probably had another 500 hours before that, so we're looking at a good 700 hours on this series total, which kind of matches what we did on Lawfolds and what we can potentially expect from any Farm Sim 22 series. But I guess for right now, I need food, I need to rest my throat. You all need to have a good weekend, and for right now, I'm out of here. Have fun, everybody.